Welcome to our channel Techforbtechs. Today we are going to develop electronic voting machine, that is EVM. First I will explain what is input and what is output. When you start the machine has to ask the name of the voting officer. It is what is the first input of this project. Enter polling booth officer name. It is what is the first input we need to read. For example, the polling booth officer name is Techforbtechs. And second input is enter number of voters. How many voters are going to utilize their vote in that particular polling booth? We need to enter the number of voters as second input. That is, for example, here there are 5 voters. After entering the number of voters, the third one is we need to check machine is working properly or not. How can we check? Machine has to show all party initial votes 0. So that we need to display all party initial votes and show it to the polling booth agents. If they confirm that machine is working properly and all party initial votes are 0, then we can move forward. All party initial votes. Here there are 3 parties, for example. Party A, we need to display initial votes of this party A, and party B, we need to display the initial votes of this party B, and what party C, we need to display the initial votes of this party C. If all these initial votes are 0, then machine is working fine. After confirming this with the polling booth agents, when you press enter, then what we need to do here, you need to clear all the above details, because all these details are not required by the person who is going to utilize the vote. So that here we need to clear above all details. Clear the screen at this position. After clearing the screen, we need to display the list of parties to the voter. Number 1 A, number 2 B, number 3 it is C. There are 3 parties A, B and C. After displaying list of parties, we have to ask the user to enter his vote. Enter your vote. If the voter wants to cast his vote for the party A, he has to press 1. If he wants to cast his vote for party B, he has to enter 2. If he wants to cast his vote for party C, then he has to enter 3. If the voter enters any number other than this 1, 2, 3, it has to consider as invalid vote. For example, if he enters number 6, there is no number 6 party, so that we have to count it as invalid vote. After voter casts his vote, before allowing the next voter to cast his vote, we need to clear the above details, because we should not show all these details to the next voter. It is the security issue. So that you have to clear all the above details, and you have to display one more time on the cleared screen the same details for the next voter, like this. We have to display the same list for 5 times for 5 voters, because here the number of voters are 5. Already we know that. It is what is the input. We have to display the list for third user. After the user utilizing his vote, clear the screen and display the list for the fourth user. After he utilized his vote, need to clear the screen and display the list for fifth user. You can observe here that A got 0 votes, B got 2 votes, and party C, it is number 3, first person and the third person, they vote for party C. Moreover, we have to display invalid votes also. Invalid votes, here there are 1 invalid vote. There is 1 invalid vote. Here the fifth user cast his vote for party 10. Here there is no party number 10. so that we have to consider it as invalid vote. So one invalid vote. So this is what is the project total scenario. This is what is the project we are going to develop in C programming language. Dear viewers, let me explain you the program scenario. If you observe the screen carefully, one process is repeating again and again. What is that process repeating? Displaying the screen after casting his vote, clearing the screen. Displaying the screen after casting his vote, clearing the screen. So this process is repeating again and again. If you want to implement this kind of repetition process in C programming, we have a facility that is by using looping structures. In C programming, there are three looping structures are there: for loop, while loop, do while loop. Using any one compatible looping structure, you can implement this scenario. And moreover, if you observe the process here in this green color box, here we are displaying list of items. After displaying the list of items, what we are doing here, we are selecting one among the given list of items. To meet this kind of requirement in C programming, we have selection statements. Selection statements or if else if and switch. Here if else if and switch, these two selection statements are used to select one among many. Whatever you feel convenient, you can use that selection structure. Here I am using the switch. For this repetition process, I am using while, and to select one from many, here I am using the switch. For your convenience, I am going to write this program in Notepad. After that, I will copy it into Turbo C editor and I will show you the performance. As usual, I am including the header files which are needed in my project. Hash include, it is stdio.h. It is for input and output related functions, and one more header file I need. Here it is conio.h. To clear the screen, I need to call that function that is cl or ser, that is in conio.h. I'm starting my program. C program starts with the main. Here it is the main. Whatever the variables I need in this project, first I have to declare the variables. Here the variables are, for each party we need one variable. For party A, I need a variable that is A. Initial value of that A is 0, means initial votes are 0. Likewise party B, likewise party C. Three variables for three parties to count the votes. To count the invalid votes, here I am declaring one more variable that is IV, invalid votes. Initial value of this invalid votes variable that is 0. To read the choice of the voter, we need one more variable that is choice, CH. To read number of voters, NV, number of voters. So here I am declaring totally 6 variables. A, B, C are for each party individual votes. IV is invalid votes count. CH is choice of the user. NV is number of voters. Here I need to declare one more variable that is character variable. It is for what? It is to read the name of the polling booth officer. Variable declaration section is over. After this, what is the first input as per our input and output discussions? The first input is read the name of the polling booth officer. So here I need to print that first string, that is enter polling booth officer name. How to read it? Using gets function we can read the string gets of this name. After this, read number of voters in that particular polling booth who are going to utilize the poll vote. Printf enter number of voters. I am going to read this integer using scanf. Scanf, it is percentage d double quotes and comma ampersand. Number of voters variable is NV. After reading the number of variables, the third one is we need to display each party initial votes. Printf each party initial votes. Each party initial votes. Here in this line, I am displaying each party initial votes. In the next line, party A initial votes are percentage D, and party B initial votes are percentage D. Party C initial votes are percentage D, double quotes, and the variables are A, comma B, comma C. So up to here, I displayed initial votes to confirm machine is working properly or not to the polling booth agents. If you observe our project scenario, after displaying initial votes of each party, you have to stay on the screen until you get the confirmation from the polling booth agents. Means you have to put your program process in wait. To do that, here I am writing getch function. This is input function. Whenever input function encounters in the program, the process will be stopped until you give the input. After getting the confirmation from the polling booth agent, yes, it is working fine, you can go ahead. Then start doing the process. Start developing the remaining process. As per the algorithm of our previous discussion, first we have to write a loop for repetition of displaying list of items, list of parties. Within this while, as per the program structure, we have a switch within this loop. So this is what is the algorithmic structure of the program. Now, what is while condition here? While condition is we have to repeat, we have to display the list of parties until number of voters means NV greater than 0. Whenever it is equal to 0, that means the voting process is over. After entering into the loop, what we have to do? Observe your left hand side screen. Before entering into this loop, after getting the confirmation from the polling booth agents, whenever you press enter, you need to clear the screen. Here you have to write CL or SCR to clear the screen. Whenever CL or SCR executes, it will clear the screen. Now, while NV is greater than 0, yes, if the condition is true, then what we have to do? We have to display the list of items. We have to display the list of parties. Here there are list of parties. I am copying it. List of parties. 1 is A and 2 is B, 3 is C. List of parties were displayed. After displaying list of parties, just observe your left hand side screen. After displaying list of parties, you have to give the facility to the user to cast his vote. That is printf enter your vote. This is integer. The input is integer. If he wants to cast his vote to party A, he will enter 1. If he wants to cast his vote to party B, he will enter 2. Likewise C, it is 3. Scanf, whatever may be that, the input is integer, it is clear. Scanf %d, user choice, voter choice, we are reading into the variable that is ch. Whatever ch is, we have to increment the votes of that particular party. If ch is 1, then we have to increment the votes for party A. If ch is 2, then we have to increment the votes of party B. Likewise, if ch is 3, then we have to increment the votes of party C. If ch is any number other than this 1, 2, 3, then we have to increment invalid votes, that is IV. I am writing this in switch. Here the switch variable is ch. What are the possibilities of ch? Each possibility will become a case. Ch may be 1 or ch may be 2 or ch may be 3. If it is not 1, 2, 3, then it is default. So this is the structure. If ch is 1, then what we have to do? Increment the votes for party A, and one person utilized his vote, so that you have to decrement the number of voters. You have to decrement number of voters by 1 and break. Likewise, if ch is equal to 2, then he is casting his vote for party B, so that increment the number of votes of party B, decrement the number of voters, and as per the syntax, write break. If it is 3, then increment votes for party C and number of voters, decrement number of voters and break. If it is not 1, 2 or 3, then this vote we have to consider it as invalid vote. So that increment invalid votes, IV, invalid votes variable, that is IV, increment IV. Although he casted his vote invalid, he has to consider as a voter, so that number of voters, decrement number of voters. So this is what is switch. After come out from the switch, to go for the next voter, before displaying this list of items to the next user, you have to clear the screen. So that here you need to write CLR SCR. After all users utilized their vote, you have to display the total number of votes for each party. Here we are displaying the final votes for each party. How many votes gained for party A and party B, party C. Along with these party A, along with this party A, B, C, we have to display invalid votes also. This I am writing in the next line. Printf invalid votes. So total project development is over. This is what is the total code of this project. For your convenience, let me decrease the font size, show it in the single screen. So this is what is the total code of this project. I am saving this code in Turbo C. It's there in my C drive. C drive, Turbo C3. Save it in the bin folder. The project name is EVM project.c. Now open Turbo C. Turbo C++. Start Turbo C++. Open EVM project.c. Let me show you the execution. First we have to compile the project. If there are any errors, fine. You have to correct the errors, and if there are no errors, you can go for execution. Run the project. As per our specifications, the project is giving the first display string, that is enter polling booth officer name, that is Techforbtechs. Techforbtechs is the polling booth officer name. Yes, as per our specifications, it is asking for the number of voters. For example, number of voters are 5. Each party initial votes displayed. Party A 0, party B 0, party C 0. It is working fine. It stops execution until you press enter, because there in the project we have written input function, that is getch. So as an effect of that function, the process was stopped. If you press enter, then process will be continued. When you press enter, it enters into the loop. Before entering into the loop, it will clear the screen as per the code. Yes. Parties list will be displayed for the first user, and it is asking for the choice of the user, choice of the voter. The first choice is 1. First voter cast his vote for party A. If you press enter, it clear all the details and display the same list for the next user. I am pressing enter. Yes, it is giving list for the second user and asking for his choice. For example, it is 2. The third user, he votes for party 3. Fourth user, he enters 10. Actually, there is no party with number 10, so that we have to consider it as invalid vote. And the fifth user, he vote for party A, so that he is entering the option 1. Total 5 users utilized their votes. If you press enter, it will display the final results of this voting process. To view the final results of the voting process, display the output screen. Alt F5. For party A, there are 2 votes. For party B, 1 vote. Party C, it is 1 vote. Invalid votes. There is 1 invalid vote. So this is what is the total scenario of the electronic voting machine project. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and share this project. If you want more projects like this, don't forget to mention it in the comment. Thank you very much.